Yo, what is going on YouTube? I'm your host Biscuits and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be customizing the Obey 10F. This vehicle is primarily based on an Audi R8. The Obey 10F can be purchased for just under $1.7 million, or if you are catching this video this week, you can currently get it on sale for just under $1.2 million from Legendary Motorsport. Alrighty, so starting off, we will go ahead and wide body this. Looks like it's almost $600,000. Wow, okay, this thing looks very nice now. Super aggressive. So let's go ahead and start off with the armor and the brakes. For the front bumper, looks like we have several different options. The carbon splitter, forged splitter. Okay, so these are all lip spoilers. This is when we get to the splitters that have the hanging wires. Carbon super splitter. Let's go with the secondary forged super splitter. I normally don't go for the forged carbon look, however, I do want to throw it on this build just because I need to use it more often. It looks pretty sick. Alright, so we can do a diffuser delete, do a bumper delete, forged race diffuser. I think that is very nice, adds a nice touch. Let's go with that. Alright, got some canards. We have forged carbon, primary vents. That's kind of cool. Makes it look a little bit more like a real Audi. We can add the forged vents, primary vents, carbon vents, forged vents, primary vertical. That's kind of a interesting look.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something?
Forged canard, carbon dual canards. Okay. Alright, that's a little too much for my liking, but I think I really liked... we're going to go with the primary vents with the forged canards. For the engine, we'll go ahead and go all the way up, of course. For the exhaust, looks like we have 23 different options. So, rev it up here, and let's scroll through. Let's go with the blast pipes. It's like a very nice exhaust option. For the grill, we can expose the radiator, and we can do an exposed 10F radiator. For me personally, I'm not feeling those, so let's just go ahead and keep that stock. Headlight covers, tintable lights. Okay, that's cool, they give you the option. So let's go ahead and move on to the hood. Hood catches, no way, that looks not that great. Carbon hood, forged carbon, ridgeline hood, and ooh, that's kind of nice. Adds to the body lines. Carbon hood vent, that looks very nice. The forged carbon hood vent, that'd probably complement our build a little bit better. The R-spec hood, carbon R-spec, primer for performance, carbon performance, forged. The arrow hood, carbon arrow, forged. The race hood.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
R-spec hood. I'm gonna go with that. It's clean, but it also definitely adds some aggressiveness to the build. Very nice. Interior.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something?
That's kind of cool. You can get the option to change the interior. I don't know if I've seen that yet in this game. That's very nice. Go ahead and do the carbon dash for the doors. We're going to leave stock on those. For the seats, we will leave those stock. Steering wheels, yeah, stock as well. Light color. Oh, nice. Okay, so this changes the color of the tack and speedometer.
How many
For me personally, I feel like red always screams sports car, so let's go with the Torino red. Lights probably come back to, I'm not sure if we're going underglow on a Audi. Okay, for the livery, we got white stripes, we got black stripes, we got the tricolor representing the German colored flag. White pinstripes, not terrible, just kind of subtle. Red pinstripes. Got the Kissima, which makes it a Japanese build, which doesn't really make sense because it's an Audi, which is a German vehicle. We got the sponsor bash, that looks pretty nice. Jackal Racing, German Motorsport. Half camo, of course. Rockstar, we have to always have some sort of camo livery, right? Right, so Shark Racing, that's pretty cool looking. The offset red stripe, nice. 10F Graffiti. The white 10F stripe. Pretty clean, I like that. Black 10F, it's even more clean. And Team We Wing. Okay. So I did not really see any that were really that amazing looking to me. So let's just leave those stock for now. For the mirrors, these concept mirrors are really funny. Look how tiny these are. I don't even know if that's even functional. That's absolutely hilarious, these little tiny mirrors. So, okay, so we will go with the primary mirrors. I personally like my mirrors to match the body paint of the vehicle. For the plate, let's go ahead and do yellow on black. Respray, let's come back to that very last. Roof, get some roof fin options here. Carbon fin, forged. I'm not really a fan of the shark fin look, so let's just go leave that as it is. For the roof, we can do carbon, full forged. The inset roof, kind of add some body lines there, that's kind of nice. Carbon inset, forged inset. The ridge line, which that's kind of an interesting look. Carbon ridge line and forged. Alright, so let's go with the inset roof. I feel like that complements the body lines as well as the hood option we chose, so side panel, primary, secondary. Okay, so it looks like that's where the secondary color comes in. Carbon panel, forged, carbon, primary ridge, secondary ridge. Okay, so it just adds a little bit more body line options, I guess. Carbon ridged, forged, ridged. Yeah, we'll just go with the secondary. I do like the black look, so let's go with that. For the side skirts, looks like we have lots of different options here. Forged, secondary, carbon winged. Not crazy about these side skirts with the very large wings on them. So a little bit of a wing is nice, I think, but nothing crazy. So let's try the secondary forged wing. Let's go with that. And actually, for the side panel, let's go ahead and go back to stock because I do want to mess with the secondary color. And I want to make sure that stays black because I'm thinking it will look really weird if it isn't black. So, side skirts. Alright, so this car does have an active spoiler. However, we do want to get that traction bonus, so we need to throw at least something on here. So there's 30 different options here for spoilers. That's going to be pretty crazy. So this is the carbon lip that looks like it does keep the active arrow spoiler going. There's the forged option, primary ducktail. So I'm wondering if once you get to this option any further down, if it deletes the active arrow on the spoiler. Forged flat ducktail. Primary full ducktail. That is pretty clean looking actually. Primary extreme ducktail. Carbon extreme, forged extreme. Primary super duck. Forged super duck. Primary street. Market. That's a really clean looking spoiler actually. That looks pretty close to how a Audi R8 spoiler comes from the factory, so that might be a good option. There's the forged carbon look. Carbon race spoiler. That looks like a spoiler from one of the Pegasi vehicles. I guess they decided why not, it'll fit with this vehicle. Carbon XL wing, forged XL, carbon aggressor wing. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Looks like a Koenigsegg Jesko looking spoiler. We're gonna go with the primary aftermarket spoiler. Clean, looks good. All right, sun strips. No sun strips. Suspension, we're gonna have to go ahead and slam it all the way down. That race suspension, that looks very nice. It closes the wheel gap. Transmission, we'll go ahead and do race on that, as well as a turbo charger, of course. And those stock wheels look pretty fire. I don't even know if I'm gonna have to change them or not. Windows. Yep, let's go ahead and do limo. Black them out, looks good. I like how that doesn't make the rear window black out, so you can still see the engine. And that cross strut bar, it looks very nice. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to leave the wheel stock for now. Those just look really, really good. So I know that means we can't change the color of them, but you know what? That's okay. I kind of like the alloy color anyway. So we will go ahead and do bulletproof tires, of course. Alright, so now we just have to figure out a respray. Alright, we're going to go with the orange purple flip. That look is pretty fire. Alright, so for the secondary, let's go with the red prismatic pearl for the secondary option. Do want to double check and see if it does anything to the interior. Does not look like it. So, back to the secondary option. Red prismatic. That looks pretty good. Let's do that. Graphite is fine for the interior color. Alright, that is everything. So let's go ahead and get this baby down to the ground, do a sound test, and a quick cruise around the city. Alright, let's go ahead and do a sound test. Sounds very nice, definitely sounds like a supercar. I will say I love how wide these tires are, as well as they are slightly cambered in. I think that looks very sick. Alrighty, so acceleration is pretty good actually for a vehicle that is not HSW. Alright, so let's go ahead and confirm the drivetrain is. So it appears this vehicle is rear-wheel drive, which is a little surprising because the Audi R8 is definitely all-wheel drive in real life. So with this car being rear-wheel drive, rear end will want to come out a little bit on the turns. It seems that is the case. It is definitely not terrible though, but that rear-wheel drive is apparent. See, there you go, right there. So that is a little disappointing that they made this rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive. Just a little bit of understeer here, not anything terrible though. Pretty good top speed here. I'm a little surprised I am able to go this faster, so that is pretty nice for the top speed. Braking is not bad. Not that bad for the braking. Yeah, I love those wheels. I'm glad I kept them stock. I'm not sure why the rear wheels are floating at the moment, but you know what? That's okay. This thing's sick. I'm actually very excited to cruise around this thing in public lobbies and do some car meets and stuff with this thing. It looks very nice. Alright guys, well that is pretty much going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, please drop a like. Also consider subscribing for more car content just like this. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out.